Hello, everyone. QV here. It is the 7th of July, 2021. And I'm sure you could see up on the screen what I have up that the president of Haiti, Jovenel Moise, he was assassinated along with his wife. The information is very sketchy on his wife. They were killed in their bedroom. And there's a lot of speculation going around as to what's going on. There were some Spanish speaking people there, whatever. Okay. Not They said the wife was in critical condition, not sure if she's going to make it, and some people saying she already passed. I've been trying to get a hold of my family over there. I do have family members who work in that Haitian White House. Haven't been able to get a hold of anyone, including their kids. Everyone's cell phone is going to some voicemail that says no service in the area. So yeah, we're on edge. I'm on edge to say the least. I'm in my scrubs because I just got back from work. It was a bit of a mess because I was actually about to go into surgery, and a coworker of mine just happened to be like, "Hey, I'm surprised to see you here. Are you okay with what happened with the assassination?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had no clue. Been at work since early this morning. Was the first person there to prepare for the first surgery. So needless to say, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Um, Especially knowing my family members work there. So I immediately tried to call them, very close with them, but no response. Can't reach her son. They actually called me a few days ago and I did not return their phone call. They didn't leave me a voicemail. So I said, I was not busy. I guess I'll get a hold of them over the weekend. Wish I had spoken to them. So, yeah, as you could see on the screen right there, okay, who I think is responsible for this whole thing, because as much garbage as the BS news here wants to spread and around the world about Haiti and about this guy, about this president Moise, it's all a lie. Okay. He was a good guy. He was not a politician. He was a businessman. And he came in just like our POTUS did to try to straighten things out. And he was in the process of reinstituting the original Haitian Constitution, which is very much like the American Constitution. And he also was the guy who took away the gold mines that this knucklehead demon's brother brought off of the last president for $7 million, only $7 million, turning the farmers, the rice farmers that were there around that gold mine, into their indigent servants for $5 a week. The farmers were being paid. Their land was stolen from them, and they were turned basically into freaking slaves. Went from middle class to slaves. Okay, the coffee and the rice farmers over there. So, trying to breathe through this. All right. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because this is extremely important. And as an example of someone who is experiencing, seeing the loved ones around them and their own area where they live, because you guys know I live in Miami Beach, where the condo was collapsed, taken down, imploded, whatever. I was just getting over that, and then this happened this morning. Even, I mean, I say closer to home, but it's like that was my neighborhood that happened in. If I was home, which I'm not, I'm in a safe place right now. Um, I wouldn't have been able to get down my own block. So I don't even know. I don't have words. Any which ways, that is why this man was taken out. Another reason why this guy was taken out, Moise was taken out, because he was working with POTUS. Back in 2019, March of 2019, he met with POTUS at Mar-a-Lago. Okay, there he is right here. He was one of the good guys. And actually, I'm related to that guy. So yeah, he was a good guy. He um he was working against the DS over there. Okay. Um and he was Haiti's best chance. So this is all part of the tribulation. This is all part of the threshing floor. And how this relates to us as light workers, as those who have to hold a light and ground in and build these pockets of heaven of 5D. I'm about to show you right now. And I had posted this in my community page, but I'm going to play a little snippet here. This is Dolores Cannon QHHT session. I think this one is from 2002. So 20 years ago. Okay. And it's so on point with what's going on right now. Okay. I was guided at 1:11 this morning to watch this video that was on my feed, whatever you want to call it, my stream, whatever, my feed, right? So let's play this part, okay? And you'll see how it's exactly what I've been saying when it comes to the tribulation. They don't use those words. The tribulation and the threshing floor, those words were given to me by Archangel Uriel and Jermiel, okay? Listen up.
At first only. And then as we look around, we start to see that it's not. It's changing before our eyes, and it's so beautiful.
But this is not the spirit side? Because the spirit side is described as being very beautiful also.
No, it's the new earth. It's not the spirit side. It's the fifth dimensional earth. Some people will pass through before others. I'm being told to tell you now that Christine has been there several times. There's a group going to go through now, and she'll be bringing more through. And they'll be coming and going a bit until they go for good.
Then the others will be left on the old earth?
Yes, the ones that are choosing to stay will stay.
They'll be undergoing a lot of hardships, won't they?
Yes, the whole planet.
Startled.
I just saw the whole planet explode. That's horrible, isn't it?
What do you think that means?
I don't know. I just saw it explode. But I saw the new earth. There's this beautiful fifth dimensional place with harmony and peace.
When they showed you the planet exploding, is that just symbolic? As though the earth will no longer exist for the ones who cross over?
Well, the people who have crossed over are watching what's happening. They can see. Now, is it going to explode?
You caught that part? The people that crossed over can see what's happening, but it's not going to touch them. Psalm 91, 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. This is why it is so important. That's the promise God gave to us. Psalm 91. For those who make that highest high their refuge, okay? Say Psalm 91 every day. I say it every morning, every night. Say the armor of God every day. Ephesians 6:12. It's very important because these are the promises of God. This is what's going to get us through these times. This is not a time of anger and revenge. It's understanding that we're in a time such as this. This is the separation. This is the way things are supposed to go. This is divinely ordered. The angels of threshing floor and the tribulation are here. Uriel and Jermiel, again, go back. I made those videos, the 3 or 4 videos about what's going on right now. And I've been talking about it since 2018. Okay. So I'm not angry. I don't feel like I want to get revenge. You feel hard, especially when you have loved ones so close to the situation and things are happening literally in your back door, like in your backyard, I should say, like me. and feeling helpless. But I'm going to play a little bit more of this, and it corroborates with what I said and what Uriel and Jermael and Thoth recently told me, that I can't look back. Okay. And I mentioned this, unless you be like Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah, when the angels were guiding him and his family out, and the wife looked back in longing to be back in Sodom and Gomorrah, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Okay, lest you suffer like Lot's wife. Okay, we cannot look back. As much as I want to, as much as I was like, I wanted to leave where I am, where I was guided to be in a safe space, I was told, no, do not go back there, because if you go, you will fall into that 3D trap where you don't belong. You don't belong. I'm not supposed to be part of the tribulation. I'm not supposed to be part of the threshing floor. Is it going to hurt? Yes, it is. Look at me. Okay. I'm here sitting before you doing this in the midst of my pain, because I want you guys to really understand what you're going to be facing. I did not know it was going to be this bad. Well, it had to be. It's one thing seeing it in a vision, and I thought, oh, I experienced it. It's a different thing. Yeah, really experiencing it in the physical and not in just the ethereal. Okay, let's listen some more.
They're saying to me, don't get caught up with what's going to happen, because you've got to focus on the light. And that's the challenge for these people who are going to be in the new earth. The challenge for them is to not get caught up in anything that's going to happen, because that's what pulls us back into the third dimension. And that's what happened to many people who are on a path forward. They've been pulled back because they got caught up in the fear and the sadness and regret and the black stuff. So they're saying, you don't need to know, because it wouldn't serve anybody if it were known. So really what they are saying is, focus on the good stuff. Focus on the fact that there is going to be this beautiful new existence, new dimension, that many people on the earth are going to be moving into, who are already moving into.
I was told whenever you cross over, you will be in the same physical body that you have now. You'll just be...
And remember, you're moving into that 5D first, because you're the ones building it. We're the ones building it. We have to build it so our loved ones can come. And with all the tribulation happening, the tribulation, number one, serves, and the threshing floor serves to, first of all, allow people to clear up their karmas. Like if they survive the threshing floor, they can move on. And they don't need to go through the tribulation. They can move on into their highest and best. They can move on into their 5D, higher 4D earth pocket of heaven. If the threshing floor is not enough for them to wake them up, then and they decide they're going to stay and deal with the tribulation to give themselves another shot, that's their choice. That's their soul choice. Okay? That it's why we were told, and we're being told, it's none of our business. As difficult it is, and trust me, I know. As heart-wrenching it is, yes, you're going to cry. It's going to hurt. But unless you want to be part of that, you have to move on. You have to keep building. You could stop for a moment and cry and shed the tears and be a little bit of mourning, but you have to move on. You can't allow it to consume you, or you'll fall victim to it. And there are few of us, if you listen to this entire video, it's over 30 minutes long, so I'm not going to play it. We're the ones holding the light. We're the ones holding that higher light to build the pockets of heaven. They don't call it pockets of heaven, but they might as well. Listen to the whole video and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I just wanted to share that with you rather quickly. And thank you for the kind words and the prayers. Please continue to pray for my family, that we get a hold of them and we can get them to safety. Again, it seems like the entire communication is down in the country because my friend, she's trying to call her family and she's unable to get through. She's experiencing the same voicemail that I'm experiencing whenever I call. Oh, I don't have my phone on me. I played for you what's being said. It's in French anyway, unless you understand French. So that's it, guys. Again, focus on the higher, the highest and the best. Focus on building your pocket of heaven because you have to be ready for them to join you when they're ready to join you. Okay, think of it that way. And when this type of stuff happens, it's think of it, this is the divine using the dark to move us, to move everyone into their place, to push them higher. Because honestly, even though I was given the message last year that I have to move before 2022, I love my area. And I shared this article this morning. I want to show you guys another example that's so bold in your dang face. They put it in our faces. Okay, they put it in our faces. I shared this quick article because there's this news feed that comes over my phone that I haven't been able to get rid of. And it's focused on my, what the heck? I'm sorry. I don't know why this is happening. It's focused on my area. So hold on. I really want to show you guys this because I know so many people don't see my community page. And yeah, this is from the New York Times. Typical, dark ones media. Okay, they're really pushing that condo collapse. Should we sell after collapse? Hot Florida market faces uncertainty. The partial collapse of the Champlain Towers South in Surfside, Florida has plunged older beachside condos and high-rise buildings like it into a swirl of apprehension. BS. Utter and complete BS. I've been talking to people there. Utter BS. Again, these buildings are anywhere from 30 to 40 years old. They were built in the 80s and 90s, okay? They're full of crap. I already told you guys the struggle that we've been having in my community. And the person that they interview, quote unquote, I ain't buying it, says she lives in Bayshore, right? Which is on the other side of the bay looking into Surfside. And actually like Bayshore Park, that's my favorite park to go to. It's where I rollerblade. They have these really amazing mosaic and cement chairs there that I like to sit in. I posted a couple of pictures of myself in it. I call it my throne and I overlook the bay because that's where the manatee comes. Okay, and you go right up to the shore and you can pet the manatees over there. My church, Unity on the Bay, is right there, and they've been for the past 10 years. These developers have been trying to get a hold of our church. We've been fighting them. I was part of the committee and everything. That finally all the violations came in, right? So then I know they sold. So it seems what the plan is when it comes to overtaking our areas, because also a friend of mine, she's going through a different thing. Her lovely upscale community, gated community, sold out to this dark corporate company entity that took over literally overnight. Everyone was like, who are you? And next thing you know, they turned it into lower income housing when it was actually high-end housing. And they moved in a bunch of straight up ratchet, in every way, shape, and color ratchetness that you could possibly find. Garbage everywhere. Destroyed her community. So either if you don't sell out to them, like what happened with her community, they will destroy you. They'll blow up your buildings. I told you guys there were like 3 fires every freaking week in my area, including my own condo. Okay. So either they destroy you or you sell out to them. Either way, they're going to destroy the area. And it's to push those of us who need to go to a higher vibrating place to go to a higher vibrating place to start building anew. Okay? We're going to join together and we're going to go to a higher vibrating place and we're going to start building anew so our families can come. So it's not about getting angry. It's about receiving the signs, taking them seriously, and moving along, no matter how much you love your area. I fought tooth and nail for my area, but now I know it's time to go. Okay, just like my friend knows it's time to go. You know? So, yeah, here we are. It's hard. It's hard. I've been in that area for 15 years. As you guys know, I grew up in Haiti. I was born in Haiti. I was I had a lot of hopes for this president. I thought he would have pulled through. Unless, like what somebody said, hey, maybe it's just a cover story or something to entrap this monster and her cronies. Maybe that's what's going on. I would only hope. Because, yeah, I had a lot of high hopes. But it is what it is. All right? So shed your tears, dry your eyes. I have to take my own advice and keep moving forward. Don't look back like Lot's wife. All right, guys. Peace. Thank you. QV out. We got this.